when the truth is free. Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires. Faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design, planned in fashion. Yahoo. Hallelujah. Total Robbie Yeshua. Great salvation. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. What it do, family? Hey, y'all see what's going on, man. We back in here with another one. Y'all already know on this side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. Man, y'all see the title of this video. It say, the unspoken effects of social media. A useful tool or harmful weapon? We gonna talk about it. What's the word, Ock? He say, Ock, the video is a bit behind. Shoot, I don't even know. Hey, to say I've been encountering a lot of streaming discrepancies lately. I don't even know how to fix that. My streaming been a little wiggly lately. Maybe it's the title of the video, man, and alerting some AIs or something. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you, bro. But hey, hopefully it get better over time, man. But we'll get to it. But as y'all see, family, I definitely want to bring out this conversation at hand as far as the effects of social media and how we go about utilizing this technology. Is it a tool or is it a weapon? Let's talk about it. But y'all already know, man, before we even get into it, hey, it's a great day, man. The sun is shining, the sky is clear, man. I'm looking out and, I took a walk a little earlier. Say, hey, I felt nothing but joy. I felt nothing but peace. Felt nothing but love, man. And, hey, y'all already know. Before we get into the discussion, I got a vibe with y'all. You feel me? I just wanna share, man. Bear with me. Let's go ahead and vibe right swift, and then we're gonna get into the conversation at hand, family. Trust and believe. But first, hey, go ahead and play that. I just wanna, go ahead and get some righteous vibes in before we get into the conversation at hand. And use this technology, social media, as a tool to connect, as a tool to, share some good vibes, share some positivity. I just wanna, let's get it. Okay. Live right.
It's just different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just different. Divinely searching and seeking. I'm a man on a mission. Creating and praising, thanking y'all for the intuition. My purpose to lead a nation through prayer and supplication. Inspiring occupation, ministering inquisition. I just wanna live right. I just wanna be free. I just wanna feel love. I just wanna live right. I just wanna be free. I just wanna feel love. I just wanna feel love. I just wanna live right. I just wanna be free. I just wanna feel love. I just wanna feel love. I just wanna live right. I just wanna be free. I just wanna feel love. I just wanna. It's just different when we speak up for what we believe. They call us misfit. They say that communication is key, but they don't listen. The propaganda negating the fact that slander a deceiving extravaganza. Now can I be real with you in this stanza? When questioning life, where is all the answers? When friends turn to foes and yes turn to no's, let the story unfold, only I knows. I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love, I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love, I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free. I just wanna feel love, I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love, I just wanna. It's just different, walking up the straight and narrow, evading the devil's arrows, like Moses escaping Pharaoh, meditating in the meadows, I hit an echo, I feel safe in the shirt, conversations from a get-go, it was planned from the get-go, grace and mercy won't let go, can't me out tic-tac-toe, switching it up with the flow. And miraculously and anonymously appeared in front of me, astonishing, annotating illustration, articulate what I see. When I open up my eyes and I see the sunrise, it just make me realize y'all been grinding for me. I send my praises to the sky, lift my hands up.
Y'all been grinding for me.
Hallelujah, glory to
the sky, lift my head up high.
Hallelujah,
glory to Yah.
Hallelujah, glory to Yah. Hallelujah, glory to Yah. Hallelujah, glory to Yah. It's just different. Listen, I keep it simple. Your soul that they try to swindle, don't let them get to your mental. Conscious and consequential, considering the potential. Believing is inessential, manifesting. It's the evidential. Faith is the substance what we hope for. Evidence of the unseen. Enlighten me of what it means. Spiritually, our vision and exposition, fruition. No following world traditions. Too many are contradictions. Petition for prohibition. I just wanna live right. I just wanna be free. I just wanna feel love. I just wanna live right. I just wanna be free. I just wanna feel love. I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love, I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love, I just wanna. This is different, so divine, keep in mind, stay aligned, don't confine, be the light that will shine over time, be the sight for the blind, be the voice for the mind, have an ear to always hear, persevere with faith, no fear, your dreams appear. Reality's what you make it, keep striving, don't let them take it. We building up a great nation, cementing the true foundation, the reason behind creation. Y'all's will be done, revelations, I'm seeking the great salvation. I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love, I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love, I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love. I just wanna live right, I just wanna be free, I just wanna feel love, I just wanna. You feel me? Hey, and to say, without social media, I wouldn't even have been able to find that beat. I wouldn't have been able to vibe like that. So you feel me? Hey, social media was definitely a tool where I could use to express myself. So it's like, depending on how we look at it, depending on how we using it, hey, social media can definitely be beneficial. And so I just want to come through these streams today and talk about the unspoken effects of social media. Is it a harmful tool? Let's talk about it. Depending on whoever hands it is in, it can be a harmful tool. It can be a hammer used to destroy, or it could be a hammer used to create. I got one more vibe, family. One more, man. I got to make sure the essence is right in here, man. So, hey, I'm going to come through with that new track we just dropped Praise the Most High, man. And then we're going to get straight into the conversation after this one, family. Let's get it.
Forever.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I can stay forever. In your heart, in your mind, and never sever. There's nothing better than loving you. You know me, I truly do. The way you speak to me brings me light. When I'm in the dark, I can see. I have faith, I have sight. Everything is gonna be alright. Loving you is pleasing, talking to you is easy. I never find my thoughts seasoned from the idea of us being together. I'll be your comforter in any type of weather. I'm your protector, I'm your shield. Good fruits, yeah, I yield. All I need is your love, all I need is your heavenly touch from above. With you I never frown, rise up from beneath the ground. Miraculous is so profound, worthy always of a crown.
You know, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of the heaven from my God. And I will write upon him my new name. Revelations chapter 3, verse 10 through 12.
Loving you is pleasing, talking to you is easy. I never find my thoughts easing from the idea of us being together. I be your comfort doing any type of weather. I'm your protector, I'm your shield. Good fruits, yeah, I yield. All I need is your love. All I need is your heavenly touch from above. With you I never frown, worthy always of a crown.
Worthy always of a crown. You feel me? I had to get some praise going right then and right swiftly. Hey, man, for all my brothers and my sisters, man, just know the essence. When we create over here, hey, to say we want to bring forth content that is righteous, want to, bring forth content that is inspiring and encourages people to have the essence of something greater inside of them. And so, hey, once again, using social media to connect, to be able to find these so-called beats and to be able to express, using it as a tool, a useful tool, rather than a harmful weapon. My question is, family, what are the effects of social media? Do people even talk about it? I mean, it's so brand new that obviously we're still collecting data on the long-term usage of it. We haven't even pretty much compiled 10 years of data to be able to say, is this truly going to affect someone's life mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Where is it beneficial? So I just wanted to kind of bring out my opinion on it, bring out some useful information, some useful knowledge, so that we can be able to have this conversation at hand, family. So without no further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. My first question I'm going to propose to the chat, man. Hopefully y'all in here with me. Hopefully y'all could add on to the conversation. But I kind of want to get you guys this idea of what social media is. If anybody can define it for me, I would definitely appreciate it, just so we all on the same page. so we all pretty much got a comprehension of what we're speaking about here. What is social media? Let's see here. Because we got to know what it is, man. And honestly, do people even have any idea of what the usage of social media is for? So, I mean, we all pretty much know what a hammer is. You know, that's a tool that you can use to nail nails, to hammer nails, literally. What is social media used for? What is social media? Brother Xavier coming through and said, I would say it's something that you can use to influence or to corrupt others' mindset and lifestyle. Hey, that's deep. That's deep. Who's really able to give that interpretation of social media and saying it's a platform, it's a software that can be used to influence people. It can be used to change behaviors. It can be used to adopt lifestyles in a certain way. And so, once again, as you guys see the title of this video, the unspoken effects of these so-called influences, these so-called observations of behaviors. Is it a useful tool or a harmful weapon? I want to get y'all, you feel me? I want to get y'all feedback. I want to get y'all insights of what you think it is. And, you know, I'm going to share mine a little later on in the stream, but just know, family, it's a very thin line. And it all really depends on who is the controller of this so-called social media, on where it will ultimately affect us, and if it will affect us for something beneficial, or if it will affect us and will be harmful. You really don't see too many talking about this, man. I know there's a lot of things out here in the world where people gravitate towards, and there are more interesting topics, but for me personally, I feel like this is a groundbreaking one, because you have a bunch of, let's just say, a new generation of individuals who literally their life depends on social media. And I don't know if many of you are old enough, but I can recall not even having a phone. I can recall not knowing what Twitter or Instagram or Facebook was, where there was no so-called social media platform readily available at my fingertips 24/7. There was no way that I can express or share art or even share an idea with millions of different people that I didn't even know, and that possibly could affect them in their goings, in their day of life. There was no medium for that. Brother Xavier said, Khan, lately I've been seeing certain artists literally saying they're devils in music, and people in the comments are loving it. Sad generation. Hey, and once again, who's behind it? Who's the one creating content for you to be influenced by on social media? Are they using it as a tool to help encourage, inspire, and motivate others to be great? Or are they using it as a harmful weapon to delude, collude, and corrupt the mindset of the generations to come? Just some insights, just some conscious conversation here, family. And hey, we can be entertained all day, but say we can't forget about the education part, where you really look at these times and days that we're headed in. How many people are truly educated to speak? How many people actually have an insight other than going on social media and just repeating what they hear? Say, family, once again, it can be a useful tool or a harmful weapon. I wanted to bring out some clips I wanted to bring out this video I seen floating around on the YouTube, and kind of wanted to do my response to it as far as bringing out some of these observations that some other people see with social media, and just expanding my intellect on how this tool can be used, and what effects has it already have caused. So, family, great definition by my brother Xavier as far as what social media is. He said, I would say it's something that you can use to influence or to corrupt others' mindsets and lifestyle. So let's go ahead, man. Y'all know me. I ain't gonna get on social media. I ain't gonna get on these so-called platforms without really having a comprehension of what I'm talking about. So I gotta bring the definition, man. Here we go. It says that social media is the means of interactions among people in which they create, share, or exchange information and ideas in virtual communities and networks. Social media, it involves interactive technologies that facilitate the creation, sharing, and aggregation of content, ideas, interests, and other forms of expression through virtual communities and networks. Social media refer to new forms of media that involve interactive participation. And just even reading that right now, so many downloads came to my mind as saying, oh, wow, okay, it's just another form of media or another medium in which we share information. But now we get to the point where we can literally interact, we can engage. There's some type of production or performance going on when we share, quote unquote, social media, when we share these ideas. You got people who can comment, they can share their idea, they can interact with you real time. Though this is all happening real time. You can affect somebody's behavior real time. You can influence somebody real time. Not like them, back in the day, all we had was, as far as social media, was newspaper. You had to wait to get those messages. You had to wait to get that information. It couldn't really affect you real time. It had to be printed out. It had to be distributed. But to say we're living in a day and age right now where technology is so advanced, you can get a piece of information within seconds and be able to engage, interact, and for it to affect your behavior of how you living every day. So, family, again, the unspoken effects of social media, who can actually bring out conscious conversations to elaborate what this really is doing to our people, or who can really say, how can we use this for our benefits? Man, Brother Xavier said people underestimate the power of words, don't know it could motivate or discourage others, for real. And social media gives you that platform, I believe, to do exactly such, to motivate or discourage people. Whichever way you want to look at it, family, there's some type of behavior change that is taking place when we create content. So how many of those people who create content really sit down and be like, I'm really seeking to motivate and encourage and make sure I inspire my people to be great today. Let me produce some content to be able to infiltrate their minds to do so. And I know it sounds very intrusive when you use those words, but obviously that's what people are doing. They're infiltrating your mind. They're infiltrating your thoughts. I mean, to say you clicked on the video, so you're kind of accepting it. So it's like, all right, okay. You've come into an agreement of saying, I'll let this so-called content affect my behavior. And is it useful or is it harmful? Let's talk about it. I want to bring up this video, family, that I seen, and I didn't watch it all the way through. I got to probably like 30 seconds, and then I'm like, you know what? This will be something great to break down with my family and see, you know, some of the effects of social media. And obviously being able to, hey, take the meat and spit out the bone. And we got to know this day and age how powerful these infrastructures that we have all around us, if we're using it correctly, it can ultimately be a tool that benefits society. Vice versa. If we misuse it, it can be a tool that will lead us straight into our destruction. So here goes a video, family. I kind of want to sit back with you all. It's about 5 minutes. The title of it is called How Social Media is Destroying Society. And hopefully once it's over, I'll be able to share my opinion and take on it. But throughout the video, I will be, you know, stopping and pausing it to kind of elaborate on certain things that I see within the video. So fair use, family. I'm gonna be using this video for commentary, education, and edifying purposes. So, you know, hopefully they can comprehend the content that I'm over here creating. And hey, y'all know how I go, family. But let's get into it. Let me know if y'all can see the video and hear the video, man.
I want you to start looking for something. And I promise you, once you start looking for it, you'll never be able to stop seeing it everywhere you go. When's the last time you've walked into a restaurant and saw an entire table of friends on their phone, or a group of people on the street, or maybe even your family in the morning, each content to be in their own world, nearly unaware of the reality around them? If the majority of human interaction is nonverbal,
let's stop it right there. Family, when's the last time you walked outside, you went to a restaurant, and you just seen a group of people just all on their phone? Possibly all just on social media. Where they're around people physically, but to say that technology has got us so integrated and involved with these virtual platforms, we can't even interact with each other in the physical presence. My brother Dion Gray says, Shalom, family, tuning in. Appreciate your family. What it do? Sheesh. Brother Xavier said, man, that's almost every day. Woo! That's the norm nowadays, where you just see folks just on their phone, just, hey, well, is this socializing now? Is this considered what people look like when they go out and commune together? Is this going to be the long-term effects of so-called social media? Is this useful or is this harmful?
to a restaurant and saw an entire table of friends on their phone, or a group of people on the street, or maybe even your family in the morning, each content to be in their own world, nearly unaware of the reality around them. If the majority of human interaction is nonverbal,
each content to be in their own world, unaware of the reality that's around them. How many people that you know that's literally, soon as they wake up, it's like they in their phone, and you know it. You know they don't have no sense of reality because they're just so engulfed in this so-called social media generation. And obviously, how can you take away any benefits from that when you say that you don't even interact with what's around you in the physical world in reality, to the point where you don't even regard it? All you do is you're looking down. You don't even look up. You don't even see trees. You don't even see the grass. You don't even see nothing that's around you. And to say that, family, I'm walking around and, I'm seeing people even when I'm driving, man. It's like It could be very harmful if you are not aware of what's around you in your reality, if you're just stuck and glued onto this social media platform where you don't see a car coming and you trying to cross the street. You're so involved with this social media that you're not even paying attention to reality, and there's a bomb coming right your way. There's a train coming right your way. There's a car literally honking its horn, but you don't even see it. Man, hey, brother, bringing out the scripts. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. Satan has blinded the minds of them that believe not. The unspoken effects of social media, family. Is it a useful tool or a harmful weapon? Let's keep building. Let's keep building.
What would happen if you removed everything but that small remainder for over a decade? As it turns out, that's the very experiment that we're living in today. I remember when I was growing up, way back in the day, a prehistoric time before everyone had a cell phone and computers were named after the year they were made in. Okay, I'm not quite a dinosaur yet, but I grew up in a unique time where half of my childhood was without the major technology and platforms that seem to rule parts of our lives today, and the other half of my childhood was rapidly slingshotted into the new age of technology.
I can contest to that.
I remember from the earlier half of my childhood, life seemed different, especially human interaction. If you wanted to talk with someone, you had no other option but to...
Life seemed different. Life seemed different. And right before I paused him, bro was about to hit on something very interesting. If you wanted to talk to someone, if you wanted to speak to someone, if you wanted to see someone, before there was even this so-called social media technology or even phones, if you wanted to talk to somebody, you had to go and meet them physically. You had to be actually face to face with them to communicate, to share a message. Or, you had to use a postcard or mail or something like that. But let's just say, family, it was more, how can I say? A little bit more effort on our part to be able to communicate. Because you had to get up, had to make sure, take care of your things. And you had to contact this person and say, hey, let's make time in our day to actually communicate. Let's make time in our day to, join up. And say you had to plan around that. You couldn't just sit at home and say, hey, I'm going to FaceTime you. Let's connect like this. Hey, I'm going to hit you up on Zoom. I'm going to hit you up on Instagram, man. Let me, you literally had to do more work. So it was kind of like a little bit more meaningful if you really think about it. There was more value behind the communication process, because it was like, if you really wanted to talk to somebody, you had to get up out of bed and go and see them. Right now, it's like, man, do I really want to talk to this person? You feel me? I want to, but I ain't finna get up. All I could do is just, boop, press a button. So when you think about that, even the overall interaction has been diluted. To say people, the conversations that you tend to have nowadays, a little sound bite. 30 seconds here, 1 minute there, and then that's it. To say that if you took your time out of your day to meet up with a person, it ain't just gonna be for 1 minute. It ain't just gonna be for 5 minutes. Nah, y'all took the time out y'all day to meet up. Y'all finna discuss something. Y'all gonna spend time together, actually. So I've seen this where, I was in that stage of right before technology hit. I had to go outside. I had to call my friends up on their home phone and be like, hey, let's meet up here. Let's meet up at the park. We about to do what it do. See y'all there. Correct me if I'm wrong, family. Los Revolutionary in the building. Salute, salute. Man, Brother Xavier said people would lose their mind if social media was gone, but it's going to happen very soon. Sheesh. Hey, man, hit me up, bro. I'll put my email in the chat. Shoot, hit me up, family. Let's connect. Let's use this social media the right way, man. Let's make sure we use it as a useful tool. Man, Brother Gray said social media is a dopamine inducer. A lot of people get high from these devices, family. Sheesh. They say it was a different type of high when you got around your friends and y'all all communicating and looking at each other in the eyes, and it's like, all right, what game should we play? You feel me? What should we play tag? All right. Somebody go count. You got to find us. And everybody's interacting. Everybody's engaged. Oh, snap. You feel me? It was more joy. It was more running around. It was more physical activity. Hold on, family. Hey, I'm going to get there. We talking about it. The unspoken effects of social media. Let's get back to the video.
I remember from the earlier half of my childhood, life seemed different, especially human interaction. If you wanted to talk with someone, you had no other option but to physically go out and find them and spend uninterrupted time with them in the same room. And while you were there, there was nothing pulling your attention away, nothing in the back of your mind reminding you that there are hundreds of other people sharing information that you might be missing out on. That degree of presence, practiced day in and day out, created a different richness to human interaction, with intricacies and nuances that seems to be slowly and gradually lost the further we progress into this new age of technological advancement. And with the meteoric rise in popularity for documentaries like The Social Dilemma, it's safe to say that this is a growing sentiment and realization within today's culture. The terrifying crux to the problem is actually quite simple. There's a massive mismatch between the rate of adaptation and advancement between our biology and technology. Because of the law of accelerating returns, the pace of advancement in information technology is exponential, and while technology continues to grow at a rapid pace, we're left still trying to figure out how it actually impacts us, especially when we're teaching algorithms to predict and modulate our behavior. I don't think that anyone's denying that social media, as well as instant communication, is extremely addictive, and its addiction falls right within the same symptoms as substance abuse. But what we don't quite know yet is how this addiction over time changes not only
and as my brother Deion Grace pointed out, a lot of people get high from these devices. A lot of people are addicted to this so-called technological advancement of communication, to the point where you can't really separate it from doing the drug. Your mind is heavily fixated on getting that dopamine effect. And so as we hear in the documentary of the brother in here speaking about the exponential rate of technology and how it's growing and how information is being shared, and it's like, as a so-called society, that's literally the foundation of any nation, is the act to share and communicate information. The foundation of a nation is the act to share and communicate information. And let me break it down like this, family. When you think about a nation, you think about a degree of rulership, a degree of people who set out laws, statutes, and commandments in order for people to behave in the society that makes them a positive influence to construct the ideals of what it is the masses believe in. To say that the process of this information was solely based on talking. The process of this information being shared was saying, hey, Let's all come sit down at a table and discuss our plans. We need to make sure we build farmland. Okay, who knows how to farm? Oh, I know how to farm. Let me share this information with you. Come on, let me teach you how to farm. You literally had to sit back, grab a chair, and watch this person farm as they're sharing you their information on how it is that they farm. Nowadays, via social media, they say you don't need to get up and go to a farmland and speak to a farmer. All you need to do is type it in on social media, how to farm. You will easily find a video of someone sharing that information with you on how to farm. To say that, is this a credible source, or is this someone who actually knows how to farm and knows what they're doing? Only time will tell. You won't find out then and there, but over time, you will see if you're successful at farming, if this information from that person or video or AI, depending on the advancement in technology now, where who can tell who's really sharing this information with you on these social media platforms. Once again, family, is it a useful tool or is it a harmful weapon? Lo said, I swear it's crazy because nowadays, I swear nobody has good communication skills. It's like, bro, how come I can keep a good convo, but from other people, it's like they brains are fried. Woo! Hey, to say I ain't the only one that sees this. And when I do get on live, family, and know that I'm using this tool of social media, know that I'm practicing my communication skills as well. You know, because I feel like it's a lost art. Many people tend to communicate in what can I say, reels. They communicate in Twitches. They communicate in TikToks. And it's like, okay, what's your point here? I mean, elaborate more. And to say that people have lost the connection even to communicate and elaborate more, because all they do is consume and create content that is short fashion to the point where it leaves you with more questions and confusion than understanding and comprehension. So when you talk about these unspoken effects of social media, know that it's changing the behaviors on how we communicate, and to say who really truly has the skill to communicate based on their intellectual properties and not based on something that is outside of their facet of human biology. Brother Xavier said, when you attempt to communicate in person, they look at you like you crazy. They're human robots. Like, hold on, don't talk to me. Hold on, send me an email. They be offended as soon as you open your mouth and some words come out. But family, hey, Brother Xavier, you said it in the beginning, family. Words are very powerful, and let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, family. The way certain people speak, and given in the times that we're living in, you have a bunch of people who get easily offended based on the tone of voice of somebody. Really, you have people who are so constructed to think in a way that is so robotic that anything outside of that form of that robotic fashion, they literally cannot comprehend the words that you're saying, and they get offended. So really take in mind, family, when you over here on social media, not everybody has the tool, the natural tool to communicate. And so they need these social media platforms to show you a post like, ha ha ha, this is what I think. Look at this video. Ha ha ha. Like, if you didn't have this in your hand, would you be able to speak to me about something, I guess, insightful? Would you be able to speak to me about what you see out here in the world? Would you be able to write and elaborate what you see out here as far as displaying some type of poetic essence? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, family, but communication skills seem to be going down the drain. Lo said, I swear people look at people who make good convos as if they malfunctioning. Y'all know me, man. I could go on and on and on to say, hey, communication skills is something I do not lack. But when you're talking to a bunch of soundbite robots who base their communications off of 10-second Instagram reels, hey, they ain't gonna be able to really take in all this information and data to make a righteous decision. Cause they just well, y'all know the old saying, in one ear and out the other. Man, talking about this conversation data is not in the database. People out here, I cannot communicate further on this construct. For real. Well, let's keep on expanding, man. Let's keep on expanding.
Through hacking our positive reinforcement centers of the brain, but how over time it changes our perception of reality itself. When we first embarked upon the social media experiment, we had far more in-person interactions under our belt than we did interactions online. So we took our in-person frame of reference.
We have far more interactions in person. Guess what happens when you interact with people in person? There are certain tidbits that you can take away as far as the communication process. They say that communication is 90% nonverbal, right? So when you're talking to somebody, it's not just the words that you're really dissecting. It's the body language. It's the tone. It's pretty much everything that's going on around you in which that person is elaborating and vocalizing to you that you're able to pick up and receive a message. To say if your head is down all the time, you're looking in your phone and someone's talking to you and you're not really looking at them, paying attention, so you don't even see that whole nonverbal communication aspect. Somebody could be looking at you like this, angry, and you feel me? They like, man, why'd you keep on doing this? And of course, you won't be able to get that full scope of comprehension on why they're communicating to you because you're literally not paying attention. So take heed, family, where these so-called social media platforms has diffused us from overall understanding how to communicate effectively and also being able to dissect communication, not just from a verbal form, but the non-verbal form. Because those interactions in person be way different from those interactions online, trust to believe. Because there's certain things that you can feel when you're talking to somebody in person versus on a phone, even versus on FaceTime. And when you in person and you say a certain word that triggers somebody, yeah, you're going to be able to get that response, and non-verbally things are going to be communicated to you. But to say if you behind the screen just texting and typing, you feel me, all you could do is put it on all caps. Man, come on now. For real. Like, won't waste my time with you. Don't cast your pearls before swine. Real talk.
On the social media experiment, we had far more in-person interactions under our belt than we did interactions online. So we took our in-person frame of reference and viewed all of our technological interactions through that lens. But now, in a time when we have hundreds, even thousands of friends, acquaintances, celebrities, and online personalities that we keep up with online, we have slowly over time replaced the majority of our interactions with being digital.
Whoever went to a party and they'll party like this? Everybody just sitting around on their phone. What type of party is that? What type of engagement is that? What are these so-called social media platforms truly influencing us to do? How does it affect our behavior? To say that people are becoming less and less interactive and engaged with one another. And that's family. I get it. You feel me? I'm on social media right now. And I'm talking to y'all via YouTube, which is a social media platform that say, family, I advocate communication. I tell y'all, as soon as I get on the stream, family, I'm here to inspire, encourage, and motivate. Hey, keep the engagement up. At the end of the day, you know, y'all ain't here in front of me, but still, I would love to see and to be able to get that interaction, to know that I'm possibly talking to someone who has communication skills. Let's be real. Not many people out here in the world has communication skills where they can express, communicate, and be able to get an idea across and for it to be functioning. Many people are just programmed robots out here, for lack of better words. And it's like they're not going to speak on something if a button isn't pressed. Matter of fact, they can't speak on something if a button isn't pressed. They can't share their opinion. So let's say the times are definitely unraveling where the connection between social media and reality has started to intertwine, and it's like, is this beneficial? And what the brother was pointing out in the video, he kind of said, there was a different way you communicated in the physical presence of people. Now you have presence of people who are so-called virtual. And at that sense, it's like you can't really see, or you can't really comprehend what other individuals are doing, what influences that you're actually casting out as you're on these social media platforms. We don't really know the long-term effects of how it is going to contrive our behaviors. So let's just say you got somebody on social media. Let's call out one of the top ranking social media streamers by the name of, I think his name is like Show Speed or something like that. I Show Speed. I came across one of his videos, just scrolling around, doing some research, like, is social media useful to connect with people and to communicate with people? And it's like, I seen the young man's videos, and I'm just like, the way he's communicating to people, obviously, it looks like social media was probably the only form of communication that he's had involvement in, because it's like, would you interact with people like this in real life? And how would people look at you? But then again, it's like, hey, if you're so involved in social media from the time you're born, what is real life to you? That is real life. So it's like your behavior is going to obviously be consistent. So now you have a bunch of people who obviously always have someone watching them. They always are in a form of creating content. They're always trying to, I can't even say what they're trying to do, honestly. I mean, majority of these people, I guess you would say they're in it for entertainment. But to say, if you're a person that just walks around life and 24/7 you're like in entertainment mode, let's keep it real. How many people are going to take you serious? How many people are going to actually communicate to you with a level of intelligence that you can comprehend, and then you can communicate back and say, oh man, this is beneficial. This is information right here that is being shared, that is useful. This is something insightful, encouraging, and motivating and inspiring. Is it a useful tool or a harmful weapon? When you have these new generation of individuals growing up and they use these social media platforms to create content, to entertain, or to do who knows what, as far as their purpose, possibly to make money as well. So it's like, man, we got to look at how the communication process between just humans has changed from something that was considered natural, something that was considered engaging to now it's like, what can we call it? Literally don't have no words for it.
How much do we now view our in-person interactions through our new digital lens? As a prominent example, you can look at our growingly polarized political discourse in modern times, and you see that we've already started to see the symptoms of a very binary interpretation
What's the
of human
word, Connect?
interaction. It's also worrisome to think that our upcoming generation's digital presence may end up being more important than their in-person presence. So how do we stop all of this from happening? Is the answer to shut it all down?
Sheesh. So, there we go. The value system, the ethics and morals. You have people who value their so-called social media presence, social media interactions over their own real life interactions. So you could be this great, encouraging, motivating person online, but then in person, you over here, hey, distasteful. People see your true spirit to the point where, obviously, physical interaction, you're not good at it. Because all you do is interact behind the screen. The skill to be able to communicate and engage with people, and in a sense of having a community where you're talking to them and people actually, can see your presence, it's going to hit way different from somebody who's just always behind the screen. They don't know you. You don't know them. And they're just communicating to you. They're just sharing information or entertaining you. To say that the value of placing more importance on these so-called social media platforms than actually interacting in the physical, what are the long-term effects of that? And to say we can't even answer it right now because we're still in the testing trials. We're still collecting data of saying, all right, 50 years from now, we'll see if we're going to have a community of people that are actually here to actually build with one another versus a lot of people who are just sitting behind screens, won't even get out and talk to one another because they just simply, they never have, never wanted to, never seen any value in it, or just can't. Deion Grace coming through said, TV programming, social engineering, pop culture, and the status quo are all webs that trap the minds of individuals by the medium of social media as well. Big con. Nothing but facts in there.
Just pull the plug on big tech. I don't think that it is. The truth is, we've opened Pandora's box, and this is the reality that we're now faced with. So what's the path forward? The first step is underway: awareness. Much of classical conditioning, and if you don't know what that is, Pavlov's dogs might ring a bell, is based on the more non-conscious mechanisms of the brain. If you become conscious of how the conditioning is affecting you, it gives you a degree of control over your behavior. Beyond that, it's important to maintain that balance of in-person and digital.
If you become conscious over the information, over the effects of social media, you ultimately get power over how you behave. If you become more aware of the social media aspects of information being brought forth to you, you will have more control over how you as an individual behave. Let's say, family, and I'm pretty sure all men can relate. I'm pretty sure we can attest to this as far as getting on social media and opening up any one of these apps. Let's just say Instagram, for instance. To say that the algorithm definitely knows I'm a male. Let's just say that. The algorithm knows I'm a male, and the algorithm knows, hey, at the end of the day, males are attracted to females. And so what the algorithm does, what the social media platform does, is it tends to share a lot of information, tends to share a lot of data about women, right? And subconsciously, how do I behave? How will I interact with these so-called shared content creators. Will I like it? Will I share it? Will I engage with it? Will it be something that I form a behavior around? Will it be something that I involved my daily goings to try to communicate with and, engage with and literally give my presence to? So when you talk about the aspects of social media actually being a tool to share information, now you have a realm where social media is a tool to share content, and to say that this content is going to be geared towards you to get your attention, to get you to pay attention, and to say it, whatever behavior that you're exhibiting from engaging with this content, we have to question it. Is it good? Is it helpful? Or is it bad? Is it harmful? If I'm over here on social media, if I'm over here on Instagram, next thing you know, coming through my feed, coming through my, highly advertised content, there's just a bunch of women. How can I say, dressed very advertising. How's this going to affect my behavior? How's this going to affect my thoughts? Am I going to scroll and keep scrolling and, like one picture here, like one picture there, and should I comment on that one? Should I hit the DMs? Should I say so? Should I respond? Should I engage? The Save family, let's just say back in the day, we didn't have social media and engagement and being able to have a conversation with a young woman, a lady that you're seeing. It definitely wasn't based on clicks and texts. There was actually something more swaggy about it. What they call it? What they call it, man? The juice, or what they call it now, the Riz, or what they call it, man, the mojo. You feel me? You had some essence in you as a man, because it was like, you was on the spot. You had to physically communicate. There was no hiding behind screens. You had to use your tool of communication to be able to inspire a young lady, to be able to engage with you and so on and so forth. But family, hey, Deion Gray said it. IG be setting up traps for brothers to fall into filth. And hey, you can see a cute picture all you want. You can see a reel of a woman getting dressed all you want. But do we really talk about the effects of what it does to our behaviors? Is it useful? Or is it a harmful weapon?
The conditioning is affecting you, it gives you a degree of control over your behavior. Beyond that, it's important to maintain that balance of in-person and digital interaction. You want the lens that you view the world from to be a full 100% of human communication. Body language, emotion, facial expression, nuanced tonality. It's what we were designed to do, and we can't let that practice atrophy.
Man, it's what we were designed to do. To say that we have a mouth, we have eyes, we have ears. We literally were designed to talk, to see, and to listen, to communicate, to express, to engage. We have hands, we can hug, we can move around, we can have our body movements actually speak more than our words. So now we get into a point where our so-called human interaction is not even based upon engaging with humans anymore. If y'all was in tune to streams a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the artificial intelligence and the so-called chat GPT, and where it's like you take these advancements in technology and you try to cultivate them into our society, and now there's getting to a point where interaction between quote unquote humans are becoming less and less, and interactions between humans and robots are becoming the norm. The unspoken effects of social media. What do you think a robot is going to tell you to do? What do you think a robot is going to tell you how to behave? How can they tell you how to behave? Does a robot know right from wrong? Does a robot have ethics, morals, and values? Can a robot inspire, encourage, and motivate you to be great? Just some questions, family.
Human communication, body language, emotion, facial expression, nuance, tonality. It's what we were designed to do, and we can't let that practice atrophy, because that's what creates our sense of identity and community that gives us a healthy view of others in the world. If we can maintain that balance, we can begin to have a healthier relationship with our online presence and retain control over the influence these platforms and technologies have on us. These algorithms are based on human behavior and response, and that's something we have control over.
And community.
Take some small steps today. Maybe start by uninstalling some social media platforms from your phone. Then you have to physically go log into your computer to use it, removing some of the convenience. If you're tied to your phone for work, once the day is done, find some time to spend with your family and friends, and turn your phone completely off for it. Be fully present with the people that you're with, and you just might notice that the world isn't quite
identity and community, family. Lee, why you keep on saying that so many times? The unspoken effects of social media. When you have a platform that can influence your mind to change your behavior, to change how you speak, to change what you think, to change what you eat, how you eat, what's considered acceptable, what gets more likes, what gets more people engaged, identity and community can be altered. Your identity of who you are can be changed drastically given the effects of social media. Your community can be changed drastically given the effects of social media. Family, is it a useful tool or a harmful weapon? Only time will tell. Man, hey, to say, family, this was definitely a download for myself to be able to get more awareness of just kind of the platform that I'm using, YouTube and all the other social media platforms, because it just made me think a little bit further. And I really want to be able to have grasp of this tool to be able to use it and build righteously, and bringing out this information, bringing out just certain conversation starters is letting me know, hey, as much as it is controversial or it can be deemed harmful, I still do believe that this tool can be used and can be beneficial. It can be useful. You know, that's my opinion on it. And obviously we still are in the day and age of collecting this data. So we'll see. Only time will tell. But hey, I got a lot more I need to communicate on this topic about. We mess around and gonna have to come and do a part 2, man. And I might open up the panel just to get some of you guys' insights on it. To say, family, this, oh man, this, we need to be aware of these so-called stipulations that are put in our life. Know that there are opportunities that if we take advantage of them, we can succeed. And also, there are traps. There are certain influences out here in this world that can steer us away from our progression in life. And at the end of the day, family, it's up to us to come together, to see what's happening, to hear what's happening, and to speak forth solutions. If we're so entroped and paralyzed by sitting in front of these screens all day and no one's actually doing anything, that's a form of acceptance. And then what will you be accepting? Let's say at the end of the day, 50 years from now, are there even going to be people outside playing? Or is everybody going to be hooked up into the metaverse? We're going to be really reliving the movie Matrix out here. And say it ain't too far-fetched from the times that we're in right now. But family, y'all already know, man. On the side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. Keep that human interaction going. Use these tools to actually be beneficial to us in the next generations. Have an idea, have a vision, share it. Identify what your goal is. Identify what your purpose is. And to know, family, all I can do is keep moving in grace. Y'all know it. It's amazing to see when the Most High just bless you. And it say every day I wake up is a blessing. Every day I get to see my kids, man. See the sun shining. And to actually express that love real time. And not just through an emoji. Not just through a text. Not just through an email. But you know, hey, I like to use the full totality of my working body to be able to express, you know. So family, I didn't want to keep y'all on here for too long. I know we over here talking about social media, you feel me? I can't be over here talking about the useful tool of it and the harmfulness of it and overusing it, family. But hey, I just wanted to get my point across right swift. I'm gonna go ahead and end on this vibe right here. Hopefully it inspires people to get out there, want to praise the Most High, you know?
I can stay forever in your heart, in your mind, and never sever. There's nothing better than loving you. In your mind and never sever. There's nothing better than loving you. Brings me light when I'm in the dark. I can see. I have faith. I have sight. Everything is gonna be alright. Loving you is pleasing. Talking to you is easy. I never find my thoughts seasoned from the idea of us being together. I'll be your comforter in any type of weather. I'm your protector. I'm your shield. Good fruits. Yeah, I yield. All I need is your love. All I need is your heavenly touch from above. With you, I never frown. Rise up from beneath the ground. Miraculous is so profound. Worthy always of a crown.
You know, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of the heaven from my God. And I will write upon him my new name. Revelations chapter 3. Verse 10 through 12.
Loving you is pleasing, talking to you is easy. I never find my thoughts easing from the idea of us being together. I be your comfort, doing any type of weather. I'm your protector, I'm your shield. Good fruits, yeah, I yield. All I need is your love. All I need is your heavenly touch from above. With you, I never frown. Worthy always of a crown.
Yeah.
got it bumping.
Why by the lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires. Faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Yeah.